Hey, Jason Barry here. Wanted to try out doing some of the cleaning. I know a lot of people have commented in there about showing some of the cleaning and stuff like that. We're typically doing commercials, so I don't clean a whole bunch of them. I mean, I do keep a bunch of fish myself, but I never really film it or anything like that. So I'm gonna do that for you today. We also got some lobsters. Obviously, it was a lobster trip. My buddy Chad and I got an invite over the East Coast to do this commercial lobster trip, and we did okay. I mean, it wasn't a killer trip, but it wasn't a strikeout by any means either. This is the last weekend of the season for us, so we said why not, and made the run over. Worst that we had, because he had the boat over there already, was just fuel in the truck and a little bit of time. So we made the run, and it ended up being a really cool trip. I'll go ahead and start it out with showing you guys some of the lobster footage that we got. Chad and I did pretty good on lobsters for the boat. Obviously we caught some females with eggs and some short lobsters mixed in between, but we had plenty of keepers. I think we ended up with probably 35-ish, 36 keepers between the two of us. So I'll go ahead and show you some of that now, and then I'll grab some lobsters and start cleaning them, and we'll get back to it.
And what we'll do is we're going to put a radio on the flag, right? All right.
That's a good idea too.
You guys ready?
Right here. Yeah, we're ready.
Maybe we'll do it next time if we don't get lost.
Yeah.
All right, motor's off.
Go for it. Sure.
Clear?
Clear, boaters on. Is it cold?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Crazy man.
What? What the shit?
So obviously this was a commercial trip, and this guy was selling lobsters. So Chad and I only kept a few for ourselves, and we let them sell the rest. But it was more than enough for what we wanted anyway. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 lobsters, and I ended up catching a channel clinging crab. I don't know if I got the video of catching this or not. I had one dive, my battery was dead. It was probably that one. I didn't do real well on lobsters that dive. I think I only caught 2 and then that, so didn't really miss out much. But yeah, here, I'll show you this cool. While we're laying everything out, got this nice Cubera too, that we actually caught by hand. It had a leader hanging out of its mouth, and we were able to run it down with our scooters and grab the leader and managed to actually catch them, which was pretty cool. I never would have thought to do that. But I'm gonna throw this back in there and start cleaning these bugs. So a lot of people do them differently. Some people just rip the tail, some people cut them. They say that you get some more meat if you cut them, so we'll go ahead and try that. Just make a little bit of slice in the back, get all of it out of there. So I think it does work. There's still a couple little loins in there. You can see this is actually a female that was about to lay eggs. Now you can't keep them when they have eggs laid. They lay them underneath the tail right in here. So you have to release them if you catch them like that. But this one, we couldn't tell that it was pregnant, obviously, because they were inside of her. That was totally legal to keep. So I'm gonna go through and clean these. That way it's all done before I throw them in my bowl anyway. So this is the cool part. I'm gonna pop these off and get the meat out of them using an air compressor. So I'll throw those over here. If I had a little hatchet, there's actually more meat in these jaws and actually underneath where their horns are. You can pop them with a little hatchet right here and break that whole front off, and you can get quite a bit more, but for now I'm just gonna get this little bit extra and call her good. I'm just gonna go ahead and run through all of these real quick, and then we'll go into doing something different. It works out better if you can leave the antennas intact, like not break this off. I just broke off one to clean the tails out, but the rest of them, if I can help it, I'm going to keep them whole. Some of them are broke off. I mean, this one was broke off, so it is what it is. It'll be a little bit harder to get the meat out of that, but we'll still give her a shot. Another female that was about to lay. So the season is closing this weekend, and that's the reason why it's closing. It's because this is when most of them lay their eggs. So it gives them protection for when they're actually breeding, or not breeding, but because they've already bred, but when they're actually laying their eggs. So it gives them a little bit of a rest period. That's when the majority of the population actually does it. Some other parts of Florida where the temperatures are different, they'll lay them later than the typical part, but we were in South Florida, so South Florida and the Keys, they usually run about similar time to where they have eggs during that closed season, and then just a little bit into the mini season and first beginning part of the regular season. But yep, that's the reason why they do seasons then. It's a nice little 25-pound Cubera. No spear holes in them at all. The only holes that we got are where I knifed them in the head. Pretty neat. They got a pretty fillet on them. Compared to, you know, if you had a 10-pound Cubera versus a 10-pound mangrove, that mangrove's gonna have a way bigger bloodline in them. A lot of people are afraid of these Cuberas, but they are extremely good eating. When you start getting into the bigger ones, you have to start cooking them, prepping them a little bit differently just because they're so big. But if you know how to cook, you'll definitely make something good out of them. This one here is real easy. You can do it any way you want, just like you do anything else. I'm actually going to take I'll probably take the ribs. I had it gutted in the cooler, so it's not too bad. I'll take the ribs off. And I'm going to take the collar as well, because this one was so unique to us. I might even do the skull mount on it. Yeah, that. I'm not gonna do the rack. I know a lot of people do. I don't care that much about it. I got a creek right next to the house that it will go in, and the turtles and raccoons will enjoy it more so than I will. We will take the cheeks. Throw that in there. Got a pretty cool little head, all cleaned out, ready to go. So these Cuberas have a pretty decent bloodline, so I'm going to try not to go right against the skin and just get close. We'll see how it works out. Try to leave most of it on the skin if I can. Yeah, it did alright. Most of it is down here, which is good. Go through and cut this out, along with the pin bones right here. portion it up. So I'm not sure how long this video is actually going to be if I'm adding all this other stuff into it. It'll probably be decently long, but hopefully entertaining enough. I'm not going to do the cook because I don't really plan on being here right now. I'm going to cook this in probably a couple weeks. It's going to go in my freezer for now. I'm leaving quite a bit of meat on this one. Maybe a little bit more than I wanted to, but it's all right. I'll give this one to Chad. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Where's the leader? Where's the leader? Did you get it? I got it on. Sorry. Fuck you.
That was fucking cool.
That's what I was saying. If you push him around, he's gonna go in a hole.
I figured he would, but I didn't know he didn't really want to.
I had it in my hand the first time on the boat.
Did you?
Oh,
I
yeah.
about grabbed it when he came over the top.
I had it, but it freaking slipped through.
Dude, I about stuck my fingers in his mouth.
Then he kicked out and hit me right in the chest.
I was like, did you get it? Because I couldn't see shit.
Yeah, when he kicked out, he went right in
Hey,
the chest.
don't tell them. We're just gonna let them look in the fucking
Oh,
valley.
yeah. Maybe like West Coast version, right?
It's getting nautical out here. It'd probably be nice on the beach.
What do you guys do?
I got a couple. Fucking right here, buddy. It had that leader sticking out of his mouth.
Yeah.
We just
That's how you know you fucking funny.
we ran him down. We ran him down. Yeah.
Ow. Oh my god, that's big. You hooked into
We chased him down until he got into a wreck.
We ran him around in circles a couple times. He grabbed the leader and I tackled him, and then he slipped out of my hands and hit him in the chest.
Oh my god.
It was pretty cool.
Have you ever experienced that with a line?
No, that's the first Cubera that we've ever caught without a gun.
That is sick.
I'm pretty sure the fisherman could have put more heat on him though.
Yeah, and cable and heavy line. You got crap.
I got the vacuum packer out and I vacuum packed all the fillets and bagged up the lobster. and I cooked up these claws. I'm actually gonna go ahead and crack them open and have a little snack. Man, that one's hard. Now, I think I messed up on these, and they ended up on ice in the cooler. I had them bagged up so they weren't sitting directly on it. So I'm hoping that was good enough and they don't stick, but we're about to find out. Oh yeah, they look great. I was really worried about that. Look at that big old chunk of meat. Man, that's very similar to a stone crab. Maybe not quite as sweet, but very similar. Come on. Nope, this one's sticking. Yep. So that one's stuck in there, so I'll have to get in there and dig it out. I might have to get a fork or something like that. Let me try this one. Yep, same thing. That's alright. I'll get in there and scrape it all out. I ain't gonna let it stop me. Pretty good chunk of meat. I got most of it out. There's just a little bit in there. Extremely sweet. Not as sweet as a stone crab, but real close to it. I just cut myself on that shell, so they got a sharp shell just like a stone crab. It's like a ceramic. So you got to be careful eating these or stone crabs, because they're got a thick shell, they're hard to break, and sharp. Man, that's good. Man, that was an epic battle chasing that Cubera down. I never would have imagined that we actually landed the thing. I mean, we kind of had an idea right off the bat, seeing that long leader hanging out. I mean, obviously that's the reason why we were chasing him around, trying to get him to hole up. But yeah, it was pretty cool. I got everything going now. I'm about to cook this thing. I got my burner going. Got the head down there in the cooler. It's steaming, so probably done. Go ahead and throw some of this hot water in there and let her start cooking. Ooh, it's a lot. This is how I do all my heads. I don't really boil them, but I slow cook them. Man, you guys are steamed up. Oh well. I didn't pour all of it in there. Yep, it's mostly covered. Nice hot water, wasn't quite boiling. I'll close it up, latch it, and got that lid closed down and got her cooking. I'll probably let it cook in there for maybe an hour, hour and a half, just as long as it takes to get all the bones loosened up from the meat. It's kind of like a sous vide type deal, you know, or a crock pot slow cooker. Not really boiling it, because the hotter you get it, the worse off it is. I've heard that it damages the bones, and it tends to, I guess, what people say is cook the oils deeper into the bones. I'm not sure. This is just how I've had the best luck with it. But I'll go through there and peel all the bones away from the meat, maybe use a water hose or something like that and clean them up. Then I'll start soaking them in some cleaning solutions. If you guys are interested in it, let me know, and I might do a little bit more in-depth video on how to do the skulls, cleaning process and all that other stuff. It takes probably 6 to 12 months, sometimes a little bit longer. Just depends on my cleaning regimen anyway, how active I am on changing the fluids out. But yeah, I'll probably hit on it a little bit more depending on the interest, show you guys the results later on down the road. But I appreciate you guys watching this one. I'm probably going to do a few more like it, but I'll still have the normal full-length dive videos mixed in as well. So we'll just see how it goes from here. All right, I'll see you guys on the next one.